We lead off tonight with the story out of Charlottesville, Virginia. If you grew up in Cockeysville with Yardley Love, or you went to NDP with her, or you played lacrosse with her,
you want to know what's going to happen to her former boyfriend accused of killing her at college. ABC 2 News' Christian Schaefer is in Charlottesville tonight as the trial is about to begin.
Most of the day here at the Circuit Virginia was spent narrowing down the jury pool, trying to find 12 people who will determine the fate of George Huguely. Also today, George Huguely spoke in court for the first time since his arrest. For this small college town, it is the trial of the century, and for the first time since his arrest, the former University of Virginia lacrosse player George Huguely spoke in court today as members of his family and members of the victim's family in this case, Yardley Love, listened. Huguely told the judge he was not guilty on any of the counts he's facing, including murder. Jury selection began today. University of Baltimore law professor Byron Warnken said, given the massive amount of publicity since Love's murder almost 2 years ago, potential jurors cannot be expected to not know anything about the case.
The law has evolved over the last 4 or 5 decades to the point that it's okay to be on a jury, even though you have familiarity with the case, provided that you can state under oath that you have formed no opinion on guilt or innocence.
Love is from Cockeysville and played lacrosse for Notre Dame Prep and then UVA. Jury selection began with 160 candidates, a number that's being pared down to 27. Then the prosecution and defense will have the opportunity to each choose 6 jurors from that pool. Warnken says he doesn't buy the theory that trials are won or lost during jury selection. He does say, however, that the 12 jurors represent the single biggest variable that might have some effect on the outcome.
If I were a prosecutor, I would want people who could identify with the victim. I'd probably want women who felt vulnerable against the power of a larger man, etc. Probably if I was the defense, I'd certainly want somebody who didn't feel that way. I'd probably be more comfortable with male jurors.
Court documents show Huguely admitted to investigators that he kicked in Love's bedroom door and shook her, but defense attorneys will argue that a prescription drug and alcohol contributed to Love's death. Opening statements aren't expected until Wednesday. However, if the jury selection process wraps up quickly enough, we could see those opening statements as early as tomorrow afternoon. Reporting from Charlottesville, Virginia, Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.